Hey, this is Alex with Trash Film Addict, and I'm reviewing Lucio Fulci's 1989 movie House of Clocks, one of Fulci's better movies from the final years of his career. It could be summed up as Fulci's take on Tales from the Crypt. It's this kind of darkly humorous but violent fairy tale, mainly set in this country house. The core idea of the House of Clocks is really clever. It's that if the time were to go back, victims could come back to life and punish, take revenge on their murderers. And that's a neat little idea. And how far Fulci runs with it, it's a bit debatable if you're into science and physics. All these movies which involve some kind of time travel or time distortion can be accused of not making sense. But Fulci movies don't make sense at best of times anyway when it comes to his gore horror movies. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. House of Clocks is really good in that it offers an original idea and it has enough style to sustain the movie for the 80 minutes that it runs. It's a pretty cheap movie, but for a TV production it's made on 16mm, it looks lavish. The cinematographer, Nino Celeste, he does a great job with wide angles and some clever compositions to make this film look as sweet as possible. Interesting use of colored gels. It's really quality. Coming from 1989, a lot of the movies from the time looked like shit. They looked like really boring TV productions. Whereas House of Clocks is made for TV, but actually could have been a made for cinema film. There is a great use of shallow focus and rack focus. All the camera tricks you love from more famous Fulci films you will also find in House of Clocks. You will also find gore. It's a pretty violent film. Special effects aren't as elaborate as we've come to expect from Fulci classics, but there is plenty of blood there and some original kills. There is also some overacting. The cast is very small. It's maybe 10, 11 people in the whole of the movie, and most of them die violently, and some of them die more than once, which is really excellent. The only actor in this film who could be credited as famous is probably Al Cleaver, who's mainly famous for other Lucio Fulci films. So he plays this gardener or handyman, and he gets some cool violent scenes as usual. The rest of the cast are less known to the casual viewer. I actually thought the elderly couple were the best actors. Their characters were really hilarious. I really enjoyed House of Clocks. Considering it comes from a troubled time in Fulci's life, it's an excellent achievement. It's part of this TV movie series called Houses of Doom. Fulci made 2 movies and Umberto Lenzi made other 2 movies. Of the 4 movies, House of Clocks is hands down the most enjoyable one. Anyone could appreciate it without being a hardcore Italian movie buff. It's just a decent movie. Okay, dubbing isn't very good. English dubbing is dodgy as hell. You kind of get over it. There is so much to enjoy in this film that I think the pros far outweigh the film's shortcomings, which are budget related. Do I recommend House of Clocks? Clearly I do. It's a clever idea, for the most part well established. Sadly, acting is variable, especially in the finale when the clocks go really crazy, the time starts getting more and more warped. The actors, especially younger actors, are allowed to overact, but then again, that's nothing new from Fulci. So except for that, where he clearly didn't have the time to direct, or he didn't care by that point to direct his actors all that much, it's a very, very good movie